Hi friends, I'm John Laspina, your carnivore teacher. Today I'm talking to you about basically carnivore. What is carnivore? What are some basic questions that people ask me about carnivore? And that's what I'm going to talk about today. Before I get started, click the thumbs up if you think you're going to like this content. Subscribe to my channel and share the video if you really like the content. What is the carnivore diet? Well, there's so many diets out there. This is really not a diet. Carnivore comes from the word carne, the Latin root for meat, carne, and it's meat. It's any animal product from any animal that flies in the air, walks on the earth, or swims in the ocean, lakes, creeks, and streams. Any of the animal flesh, the animal meat, the animal organs, anything. This is healthy for us humans because we thrive and survive on healthy proteins, which come from amino acids, essential amino acids, fatty acids, omega-3 and omega-6, and a few others that come from the animal fat that's on the animals. And all of our water-soluble vitamins, which is vitamin C, and all of the B vitamins, they have specific names. They do a lot of things, these vitamins, and they interact with each other and with other hormones in our body in just the right amounts. And then there's the fat-soluble vitamins, which are vitamin A, D, E, and K. Some of those are actually hormones, and they interact with our hormones in our system. So when you're eating from the animal kingdom, meats from animals that walk on the earth and fly in the air or swim in the waters, you're getting all of your essential nutrients to keep you healthy and happy. Your protein, your fat, your vitamins and minerals. Notice what I left out. What did I leave out? I left out sugar. I left out glucose. We don't need any carbohydrates which turn into sugar because our liver, this gigantic organ, that has special powers and performs 200 jobs, can generate just the amount, about 4 grams of glucose. It pushes it out into our system so that it feeds our red blood cells, because our red blood cells don't have mitochondria, and it feeds a few other parts of our body that only glucose work on, ketones don't. And it's a miracle. Our body is a miracle. It's amazing. It does all the thinking for us when we eat properly, which is the carnivore way of eating. Now, if you want to have some plants, I advise against it because plants contain a lot of anti-nutrients. Plants contain a lot of fiber, which block the vitamins and the minerals and the proteins and the fatty acids that I talked about. But some people want the plants. They're used to the plants, they're used to having the plants, and you can ferment plants and overcook them and get rid of those bad things. So if you want to have them, cook them to death and just be conscious. Do some Googling and some research about the plants you're eating. You don't want to eat high oxalate plants. You don't want to eat plants with a lot of lectins and a lot of phytates. Just go into it with the knowledge. And then if you want plants, go for it. But I suggest no plants, honestly. And when I say plants, I'm talking anything that grows in the ground. They all have anti-nutrients. They're trying to protect themselves. Plants can't run away like animals can. They can't run away, fly away, or swim away. So they develop toxins, poisons, things to hurt the animals that are trying to eat them so that they can stay alive. That's why I believe carnivore is the proper human diet. Although we can have plants, I think they hurt us. And you have to do all this stuff to them to get the bioavailability where we need it and to lower all the toxins. Just eat beef, eat lamb, eat pork, eat poultry, eat fish, eat eggs. Cook in animal fat like butter, bacon fat, chicken schmaltz, pig lard. It's just amazing. It's so delicious. Beef tallow. Stay away from all the vegetable oils. They're called seed oils. They are canola oil, corn oil, soybean oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, rapeseed oil, grapeseed oil, rice bran oil, margarine, Crisco. They are all machine lubricants. They're toxic. Your body sees them and it generates inappropriate inflammation. Eat the proper human diet, eat animal products, and you're a carnivore. If you want to be a ketovore, have some plants if you have to. I disagree, but some people need to start there. And then they'll realize they don't need them. You'll see. I started out keto, then I went ketovore, then I went carnivore. There's nowhere else for me to go except the lion diet, and I don't need to go there. Find out that carnivore is fantastic. So what are some questions about carnivore? Can I do carnivore? Am I going to get a lot of protein spilling out in my urine, which is really bad for the kidneys? The answer is no. Your kidneys love carnivore. If you have a lot of extra protein spilling out of your kidneys, that means something's wrong with your kidneys, and the carnivore diet did not do that. Don't blame it. Another question I often get is, don't you have to have carbohydrates? The answer is no. Remember, my liver, your liver, makes the 4 grams of glucose that parts of your body need on demand. You have to get into ketosis. You have to become fat adapted, which takes 6 to 8 weeks at the minimum. But once you're there, you don't ever need carbohydrates or sugar for the rest of your life. Or if you have any, you can have just a little bit less than 20 total grams a day, and you can stay in ketosis. It's a very healthy state. It's an ancestral state for our human body. What's another question about the carnivore diet? If you have a question about carnivore, please type it into the comments and I'll do my best to answer it for you. Carnivore is healthy. People think I'm crazy, that I only eat meat. Aren't you going to get a heart attack? Well, no. Many carnivores have been eating only meat for decades, and they're not having a heart attack. We hope that at that time in our life, when we're about to die, at the age of 120, that we'll have a heart attack, right? Just go and not have to suffer from a disease like cancer or diabetes or have limbs amputated or any disease related to a poor diet. You want to die of a heart attack way in the future when you're super old. And in the meantime, you lived an extremely wonderful, healthy life the rest of the time. I think that's the goal. Another question I get is, if you're going to get that heart attack because your cholesterol is too high, because you're eating all that high cholesterol meat. Well, my liver and my body, almost every cell in my body, makes its own cholesterol. Whether I eat it in the food or whether I'm making my own, my body knows how much cholesterol it needs for all of the many functions cholesterol performs in the body. And whether I eat it or don't, my body is going to compensate for it. I don't suggest taking a statin, which is lowering LDL cholesterol. Higher LDL cholesterol is associated with longer lifespan in the absence of carbs and sugar. Carbs and sugar glycate, damage, and the cholesterol is going to fix that damage. I did a video about that. So what's another question that people ask me about the carnivore diet? Oh, can I go on the carnivore diet and lose weight and achieve my goal and then go off of it and eat my cake and my candy and all my other goodies? You can, but why? Don't use it as a diet. It's a way of life. It's a way of eating. It's the human ancestral form of eating. It's not a carnivore diet. It's the carnivore way of eating. Carnivore is the way to go. All right, type your questions and I'll answer them if I can. And if you've never tried it, go keto first if you like. Go into it slowly. Last January was World Carnivore Month, and I encouraged people to slowly take out the carbohydrates, slowly take out the plants, take out the seed oils right away. And then after 30 days, be all carnivore and watch your body very easily conform to the proper way of eating. And you won't have a shock to your body. When you do it right away, a lot of people get shocked. They have problems, and then they give up. Be a carnivore. We are carn. We are meat, and we should be eating meat. Have a great day.